Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome back to the show. Today, I am doing something a little special, something that I've wanted to kind of get moving. We are doing a new segment every week on Fridays. This one will be up Saturday, but usually they'll be on Fridays from now on. It'll be called It's Been a Long Week, where I sit here and discuss whether I've had a tough week, whether I've seen some funny stuff during the week, or whoever might fall into the doghouse of It's Been a Long Week. And today we are going to be discussing Twitch. The Twitch exodus, if you will. But before we get into that, I just want to throw out our stuff because I really appreciate everybody out there, and I want to make sure that you can connect. If this is your first time listening, you can connect to the show. So obviously, you can follow us over on Spotify right here. You can see us on Spotify. You can hit that follow button and enjoy the show there. Or if you are on YouTube and want to follow us there to see the awesome video content that we put out, please take a second to do that and make sure that you hit that bell notification so you can be notified every single time that there is a new episode out. And yeah, you can leave your comments and show those, if I can talk, show the show some love. That was a mouthful. But what do you expect from me? I mean, this is what I do as a host. It's kind of my bag, if you will. But yes, today we are doing our first edition of the segment, It's Been a Long Week. And oh boy, has it been a long week for Twitch. All right. It is, I don't know if anyone's familiar out there or anyone knows what's going on with Twitch right now, but we've got a pretty big exodus, if you will. And if you don't know what that word means, the definition of people leaving. We've had some big name streamers that have been ditching Twitch and signing up new contracts with YouTube. And from what I've been reading, there is a lot of money being made here. Some streamers that have moved over, I read articles that the contract they had signed with YouTube Gaming is pretty much set them for life. They've got a better outlook on how they can, have time with their family and kids and all this stuff. And it's just great to see, these people getting paid for what they do, because I mean, this is what they do 24/7. I mean, this is their 9 to 5. And there's a lot of good guys putting out a lot of content right now. And they've been for a very long time. I mean, you look at, Dr. Disrespect, he didn't, I wouldn't say left Twitch, but there was controversy over them banning him and shutting him down completely, which we're now getting new news that he supposedly knows the exact reason as to why he was banned. And he's pretty much suing the shit out of Twitch. There was a video that I just watched recently where he was kind of saying like he's known for like a couple months now, but he didn't want to like say it, but he felt like he was in a comfortable place to say that he kind of knew and that he was suing the shit out of him. And I mean, he seemed pretty amped up about it when he was talking about the whole suing thing. So you could tell that it was like something serious to him that just like really pissed him off. But yeah, he moved over to YouTube Gaming. He was like the first big one, in my opinion, that like really set the tone for like, oh shit, Twitch is like losing good people. And now we just had TimTheTatman along with some others. TimTheTatman put up a video. I'm going to bring it up here. I'm not going to play it in its entirety, but there's a clip from the video that you can see where he was talking about, I'm going to be making a huge announcement, blah, blah, blah. And, it showed him going into like his past, kind of like all his funny jobs that he's had, kind of making like a funny skit. It was pretty well done, if I was to say, as far as like an announcement video. And then he went into his future, and that's where he like dropped the bomb that, he's officially going over to YouTube Gaming. I mean, as you can see right here, it says Twitch's biggest stars keep jumping to YouTube. It's been happening like crazy. There's a lot of like you read in the article, marginalized creators, people getting, banned for things that other people don't get banned for, which Twitch has had a problem with for a very long time. Their rules and terms of service that they've had, yeah, they're good to have. And it does get used properly on people. But the problem that I've always seen, and this is where I always kind of felt that Twitch was really going to have issues later on, is people were getting more and more pissed off that they were getting, striked or banned or suspended and all these things for stuff they were doing, but you don't see it for a huge group of Twitch. And a lot of the people that get slid by, that don't get hit with these things, unfortunately, a lot of it is females. And that's not me coming at females. It's just that's what a lot of people have pointed out. And there's been a lot of men too, but it's a lot of like, these female streamers that people have issues with when they're doing, the hot tub streams and stuff like that, which my personal opinion, do your thing, whatever, it's just, and they made a separate channel for it. So they put that section in there. It is what it is. If people are going to want to watch that, they're going to want to watch that. If they want to watch something else, they want to watch something else, whatever, to each their own. But people were noticing that there wasn't a lot being done every time something like that happened. And this is kind of like the theme that Twitch has had for a very long time. And that was like their first big issue, in my opinion. And now, I've been reading even more reports that I was reading today, where there was a hashtag trending on Twitter that was basically hashtag a day off Twitch, which was this huge strike, kind of like people going to work and they want to strike and no one goes to work and they strike outside. That's what these people were doing with Twitch. And I guess a lot of it was because of, from what I'm reading here, Twitch viewership down by hundreds of thousands amid Black and queer streamers strikes. So I guess Twitch has been doing some stuff that has been pissing off a lot of communities, Black communities, queer, gay communities when it comes to streaming on Twitch. And so this was slotted for December 1st, or not December 1st, Jesus Christ, September 1st. I apologize. September 1st is when this happened, and they dropped a lot of viewership. Like, it went down hard. So, I mean, you're seeing a lot of stuff happen right now where people are jumping ship and they're going to YouTube, and YouTube's scooping these people up, and they're paying them well. Because, I mean, these guys like TimTheTatman, Dr. Disrespect, they had huge numbers when they just streamed yesterday. I only got to see like a section of it. And when I watched, I know Cody, one of the co-hosts here on the show, he was going over the numbers with me. And when he was watching, Dr. Disrespect was sitting at like, I guess like 76,000, 79,000 like active viewers at one point. When I hopped in, he was at 49K. So I don't know if it was like early stream, midstream, whatever, but they were pulling in some hard numbers. I mean, TimTheTatman, I think when Cody was running it by me, had like over 1 million, like total views for the 9 hours that he streamed. I think Cody was telling me like 1.5 or something like that. Like it was like 1.5 million. That's insane. And I mean, that shows you that if you're big enough, it doesn't matter the platform that you're on. I mean, these guys, yeah, Twitch can say, screw you or ban you or not give a fuck about anything that they're trying to, do to not help them. And if they leave, their followership will follow them. I mean, it's in the damn word. All right. Like if someone's going to follow these guys, they're going to just watch them wherever they can. They're not going to show Twitch some type of, favoritism just because they love the platform. They love who they're watching. It doesn't matter the platform. Yes, they'll probably still watch their other people that they like that they still follow on Twitch, but it doesn't matter. And I mean, Twitch needs to get their shit together because you got Dr. Disrespect suing you right now for God knows what. I mean, I hope we find out the reason. Because I've been really interested in it for a long time because Dr. Disrespect is, I mean, he's worth money. Like if you have him on your platform, if you're using him, I mean, he's a cash cow, as it were, and the guy's funny. And now that you've got, Tim streaming again with the doc and they're on YouTube. I mean, YouTube gaming, I'm surprised that they were able to get these people. I don't think, in my opinion, that, if Twitch had as many issues, this would ever happen, like at all. And unless YouTube gave them, say Twitch had no issues and they were clean cut, the best place to be, no issues whatsoever. If YouTube was to snag these guys, they would have had to hand over the bank to get them, to pull them off of there. So this is Twitch's doing, in my personal opinion. I mean, they're digging their own grave as we're seeing it right now. I mean, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. When you're looking at, the strike that just happened, as we're seeing right here, the strike with the two different communities that were being marginalized on Twitch hit hard when it came to the numbers. And when the two big streamers, Tim and Doc, are over there on YouTube, the numbers don't lie. Those numbers are through the roof. I mean, that's how quick. It didn't take long for people to just, whoop, all right, I'll watch you over here. I don't care. And it's kind of weird because I feel that YouTube has an opportunity right now to really push the bar. And now that they have these streamers on there, these big name streamers, they have an opportunity to really, really give it to Twitch. I mean, we're not looking at another Mixer situation here. I mean, Mixer was a good attempt by Microsoft to really, get in the game. But I mean, I didn't feel it was ever going to take off. YouTube's been kind of floating around in the background, doing its thing with its YouTube gaming section. But they have a huge chance right now to capitalize on this, do everything they can to throw it at the wall against Twitch to really push what streaming platform they have. Because if you look at it, YouTube gaming can be a very lucrative thing. I mean, you look at how many people, let's put it into perspective. Twitch is its own thing. Twitch is Twitch. There's nothing extra with Twitch. All right. You go there for one specific reason, right? And there's a lot of good content creators on there. So there's a very good reason. But on the side note, YouTube has YouTube before it had YouTube gaming. Everyone and their mother goes on YouTube. When you think video watch online, you don't think, oh, I'm going to go to Vudu, or, oh, I'm going to go to, all these other sites. You think YouTube automatically. It's like Google when it comes to, searching something on the internet. Tons of search sites out there, but you default to that one. YouTube has that power. YouTube's been around forever. I remember watching YouTube back in the early days of 2007, 2008, and it's changed a lot. And then you throw in the gaming channel. Now you've got the best of both worlds. All right. So you've already got everyone on YouTube. And then if you get these big name streamers and then, these people watching find out that, oh, YouTube gaming ain't bad. I like the way that they have it set up. And, I can live over here and watch my favorite streamers. I don't need to go to Twitch to do it. Like, this isn't as bad as I thought, because there's a lot of misconception where Twitch is like the best place to be when it comes to that. There's a lot of good options out there. And I think YouTube has an opportunity to really pull those two camps together. The people that casually watch YouTube that now have the ease of access to just watch their streamer within the same site technically and not have to leave. I think they could really, really pull it in here and pull something off if they do it right. I think the big thing that we'll have to watch is if the viewership drops off, but I don't think it will, because these guys, they pull in their people no matter when they're on. It's going to happen. And I think we're going to see a lot more YouTube gaming app downloads, people using that, and then they'll start using it regularly. They might find new creators. There's a good chance that a huge chunk of these people might make YouTube gaming their new home for streaming. It's a possibility, because there's streamers on YouTube gaming that you don't have on Twitch, possibly. Low, no-name streamers that are putting out good content that now have the opportunity to get light because of these big names coming over there and putting a spotlight on YouTube gaming. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I'm going to be looking at the numbers and the consistency of like what's going on with it. But I was even talking with Cody too. Nick Merckx, what's going to happen with him? Is he going to end up coming over? Because if he does, that's like 3 strikes, you're out, in my opinion, when it comes to Twitch. Like, you fucked up. If you're going to have Doc that you've technically kicked off on your own accord, then you've got Tim voluntarily saying, contract's up, I'm going to YouTube, I'm done with this. If Nick Merckx goes, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be interesting. It's a very peculiar situation that Twitch is in right now. They've always had a lot of controversy. They've always had a lot of issues. People feeling like they're disenfranchised and ignored and never taken seriously, or, screwed with, and their claims of, shit don't go through, but other people do. It's becoming a mess. And I don't know how it's going to end for them, but we're going to see. Right here, let's see. There was one quote in here that I wanted to get out before we kind of wrap this up. God, I can't even find it. Here, I'll just give you this segment right here. Obviously, you can read it, but this is kind of like bringing it into one thing. As marginalized creators boycott Twitch for a day, well-off white guys continue to leave for lucrative deals with its chief competitor, YouTube. Earlier this week, it was Ben Dr. Lupo. If you don't know who Dr. Lupo is, he's another big streamer. And they were going over, the hashtag A Day Off Twitch campaign is in full swing, and then Betar announced on Twitter that he'll be streaming exclusively on YouTube Gaming. So, there's a lot of people bouncing out. And, when TimTheTatman's using quotes like the future, like, yeah, it's to me, it's like a play on words a little bit. It's like the future for him, but I almost feel like he's like making a statement, like it's like the future of like what's going to happen as far as like big streaming stuff. I could be pulling at strings, who knows? But I would definitely like everyone who's listening or watching your opinion on this. If you watch these guys, if you watch other creators, like what do you think is going to happen? Do you think this is going to be a huge hit for Twitch and they're really going to dig in and try to actually fix the problems and bring these people back? Granted after their contracts are up, or are they just going to keep rolling on and not worrying about it because they're pretty much like, king of the hill when it comes to streaming, as it were? Who knows? But I would love your guys' opinion. I would love your feedback on this. And also, as always, thank you for listening to the show. Thank you for watching the show. Like I said, go on over here to the YouTube page, check out the hard work that we're putting in on these videos. Obviously, this is a new segment. I'm going to be doing more stuff like this. So be looking out for these. They will be recorded every Friday afternoon or evening. So I will either have it up late on Friday or you can watch it first thing on Saturday. But yeah, thank you for listening to me. This is the segment. It's been a long week, and you guys stay fucking classy. See you.